We are joined with Jonathan Iglesias, handball player from Queens, New York. New York is kind of the breeding ground for handball, right?
It is, yeah. Handball is very popular in New York.
How does it all start off for you?
It all started out this park, a local park in Elmhurst, Queens. You know, my brother used to say, "Stay here while he gets in trouble. Just stay here. I'm gonna leave you on the court." And I would play there for 8 to 10 hours a day.
So just one wall you were playing at the time?
Yeah, I started out playing one wall, big ball for the majority of the time. Yeah.
How do you move on from one wall to four wall at that point?
Well, there was a coach, eventually became a coach, Mike Watson. He got me involved with small ball and four wall handball. So that's how I started out. Also, high school in New York City, it's required to play with the smaller ball. So that's how I started with one wall, small ball. But
talk a little bit about handball in New York. So you started playing when you're young, just the one wall in the parks. Is that how it kind of all develops, is playing in these parks against friends, buddies, maybe making some bets, or how does it all happen?
Bets, 100%. Yeah, everyone bets in New York. Yeah, it started out as just a park game, a community. We all got together, played handball. I wouldn't say I'm from like a really rough neighborhood, but I mean, there was different avenues I could have went. So I played handball most of the time and kept my mind off of things, you know, everything that was going on when I was younger. Divorces, etc. I'm not gonna get into that too much, but yeah, handball was my outlet to.
You feel it kind of saved you from those moments?
I think so. I mean, I owe a lot to handball, you know. It's done a lot for me. I went to college because of handball. I mean, I didn't think of myself ever going to college until I got recruited to play handball in college.
Talk about that experience, because you went to a college that's well known for its handball.
Yeah, it was great. I went to college with a couple other people that were interviewed, Nik Nahorniak and among others, but yeah, I just got a letter in the mail saying, hey, we're interested in you and you should come out and check out the campus. And it wasn't only about handball, it was big into academics, so we had to make a certain grades to get into the school. So
you went to Lake Forest outside of Chicago. Was that your first time out of New York?
Yes, for more than a week. Yeah, it was a good experience. It was really good to get out of New York. You know, I know a lot of people, a lot of kids, friends that I grew up with that never got to Elmhurst, Queens, you know, and you learn a lot from traveling. I've learned so much from traveling. I'm still traveling. I'm still on the road right now, but yeah, it was really great to get out of my element, learn new things, cultures.
So always keeping the handball part of your life, because you said that you live in Costa Rica for 6 months out of the year. What have you done there to help out with the sport?
Well, it was tough. I moved there after college, and I graduated in 2009. And after that, we, myself along with another friend, Thomas, we started a nonprofit in Costa Rica revolved around handball. It took about 5 years to get it recognized as an official sport of Costa Rica, and just a bunch of paperwork and training professors, and so now we got it in 15 high schools. It's going to look good. The future's good for handball in Costa Rica.
What's it felt like for you? That's really cool that you got this started in a whole other country and it's growing there.
It's great. I mean, I get a lot of satisfaction from knowing that in 10 years there's going to be hundreds, hopefully thousands of players coming out of Costa Rica. It wasn't anything, you know, it wasn't like a mainstream road to go on. Most of my friends are like doctors and went to law school, have good jobs, but I love handball and I feel like I owe something to the sport, and I also feel like I can play a part in growing the sport. So,
while growing the sport, have you ran into any young kids that remind you of yourself, or have you really seen handball help them out?
A couple. I see a couple of stubborn kids out there that remind me of myself, but no, yeah, I mean, it's good. It's like a really good cycle, you know, keep it going. I feel like more pros should be involved in growing the sport in that way. So
I'm sure you had plenty of opportunities with other sports and other things to have that be your outlet. Why do you think you chose handball?
Well, handball, like I said before, in New York is really, really popular. I mean, you can go to any park, which is every 2 blocks, and you have like a row of people waiting on next for a court. The energy is really high. You look around the basketball court or anywhere else, it's like there isn't half the people waiting on the court to play. I mean, it's popular, it's fun, it's exciting.
So I'm just curious, you're young, making those bets. Are you betting on yourself or are you betting on other people?
I don't bet on other people. I always bet on myself, and it's never like a lot of money. It's just like something fun to get me going, to get my
What's been the most you've ever made on yourself?
200.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It's not bad.
I thought you were going to go tell me you bought like a G.I. Joe or something with your winnings.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It was pretty good, yeah. Once I bet $5. My first bet was for $5. I was 11 years old. I didn't have the money, and I ended up running out of the park, but that's history. So.
What's your best memory that comes from handball?
From handball, there's so many good memories. I mean, WPH has done a great job with these tournaments, these pro stops in different cities. So, I mean, Denver, I want to say what comes to mind right away is a tournament in Coeur d'Alene. It's put on by Jake Plummer, and he invites a couple guys, and we have a really good time. I mean, it's competitive, but at the same time, it's a lot of fun.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks.